the enemy. The last of the Jars, the last of the Jars sat on his throne. The enemy had broken his home. His sons were dead, his wife was gone. But he sharpened his axe on a frozen bone. The first enemy came to the hall, a giant of a man, 10 feet tall. The Jarl stood up and cracked his back, then knocked the giant off his track. The second enemy came with a torch. He tried to burn the Jarl's front porch. The Jarl threw a spear so hard and fast, it pinned the man to a broken mast. The priest was fat, the priest was greased. The Jarl bit the priest's holy hand and fed him to the northern sand. The fourth enemy came with a flag, a white one made from a dirty rag. The Jarl took the flag and wiped his ass, then killed the messenger on the grass. He came with gold and endless wealth. The Jarl said, I don't want your gold, I want your head before I'm old. The king laughed and drew his sword, but the Jarl was faster than any lord. He took the king's head in one clean stroke. The enemy army broke and choked. Sits alone. His throne is blood, his heart is stone. But every night he fights again, and every morning he wins in the end. Bit my shield and foam came out. My eyes rolled back, I began to shout. The bear's blood ran through my veins. I broke my chains and felt no pains. The first man I saw, I tore his arm. He screamed at me, but I felt no harm. I ate his nose and chewed his ear. The other men began to fear. man tried to run away. I caught him by the end of the day. I broke his back across my knee. He died like a bird that couldn't flee. The third man had a silver sword. He called on his cowardly lord. I took the sword and bent it in two, then stuck it through his eye and through. The fourth man was a woman of might. She tried to stab me in the night, but I was naked, high on blood. I turned her into a river of mud. Was my own best friend. He said, "Berserker, this is the end." I howled so loud the sky broke in half. He laughed and died on a bloody raft. Now I am cursed to bite and howl. The moon is red, the stars are foul. But when the battle horns blow loud, I am the berserker in the crowd. The north is cold, but we are fire. Every enemy climbs higher, up the hill to meet our steel. But the north is cold, and we are real. The first flame came from my mouth. I breathed it east and west and south. The enemy's shields turned black and curled. We burned their ships and burned their world. The second flame came from my hands. I threw it across the frozen sands. Their catapults turned into ash. We took their gold and spent their cash. Flame came from my eyes. I looked at them and watched them rise, in flames of blue and green and red. They died inside their own dread. The fourth flame came from my heart. I tore it out and through the dark. The fire spread from man to man. The battle ended before it began. The fifth flame was the biggest one, It ate the moon and cooked the sun. The sky turned black and then turned white. We fought all day and won the night. Now every winter we light the fire. The flame of the north burns higher. And if you see us from your wall, just know that you are going to fall. The Shield Maiden's Vow. I was born with a sword in my hand. My mother died in a frozen land. She told me, girl, don't marry a man. Marry the war, that's the only plan. The first battle I fought at 12. I cut a warrior down to his delve. He begged for mercy, I gave him steel. His blood was the first that I could feel. The second battle I fought at 15. My shield was cracked, my sword was keen. I killed a berserker, twice my size. He looked surprised and then he dies. The third battle I fought at 18. I was the captain of a killing machine. The men who laughed at my long blonde hair now stand behind me without a care. The fourth battle I fought at 21. The enemy king came with a loaded gun. But guns don't work on northern skin. I took his head and wore his grin. The fifth battle I fought at 25. I was the last woman alive in a field of men who screamed and bled. I raised my sword and I said, I am the Shield Maiden's Vow. I don't kneel, I don't bow. Every enemy who stands before will die in blood on the forest floor. Now I am old, but my sword is young. The battles are fought, the songs are sung. But if you need a warrior still, I'll break your will on a frozen hill. The in the middle of the sea. I rode with my hands and my fury in me. The waves were tall as a giant's knee. But I don't kneel, I don't beg, I don't plead. The first man who laughed at my broken oar, I threw him overboard and watched him soar. He hit the water and sank like a rock. The ravens laughed at his terrible shock. The second man who tried to help, I bit his hand and made him yelp. I don't need help, I need a fight. Give me an enemy or give me night. Gave me his own oar. It was old and cracked and poor, but I rowed so hard, the blade caught fire. The sea turned back in its own desire. The fourth man was the chieftain's son. He said, "You fight like a madman's one." I said, "Madmen win and sane men die. Now shut your mouth and row or cry." The fifth man was a woman of steel. She looked at me and made me feel like a broken oar is just a chance to fight with fury, not with a lance. We reached the shore at break of day. The enemy ran the other way. I broke my second oar on a priest's fat head, and then I ate his bread. Now every oar I touch will break. It's not a curse, it's a choice I make. Because broken oars mean broken bones, and I fight best when I'm alone. The iron winter. The winter came with iron teeth. It buried the sun and froze the heath. We hadn't eaten for 40 days, but the enemy camp was in a haze. The first night we crawled through snow. Our beards were ice, our hands were slow. We found their sentry fast asleep. I cut his throat and made a leap. Ha-la-la, ha-la-la, ha-la-la. The second night we took their grain. Oh, oh. The snow was full of frozen pain. But grain is grain and food is food. We ate it raw and felt renewed. The third night we burned their stables. Their horses screamed like broken cables. We rode the burning beast to death and laughed until we lost our breath. from the general's tent. He was warm and fat and spent. We dragged him out into the cold. He died before he was 2 hours old. The 5th night we wore their skins. We walked among them like their twins. And when the sun began to rise, we cut their throats and blocked their eyes. Now the iron winter is our friend. It kills the weak and helps us mend. Every scar is a medal of ice, and we will never pay a price. The skald was old and blind and grey. He hadn't sung for 100 days. But when the battle horns blew loud, he stood up straight and faced the crowd. The first verse spoke of ice and fire, of every warrior's dark desire. The second verse spoke of broken shields and how a wounded never yields. The third verse spoke of Valhalla's hall and how the bravest have no fear at all. The fourth verse spoke of the raven's eye that watches every man who dies. And how the sea is a frozen lake. The sixth verse spoke of the hammer's sound that shakes the heavens and the ground. The seventh verse spoke of the skald's own death. He took a knife and a frozen breath. He cut his chest and sang the runes. The blood fell down in crimson moons. Now the skald is gone, but the song remains. It echoes through the battle plains. Every time we swing the steel, we hear the song and we can feel. The old man's ghost beside us fight. His blind eyes see the perfect light. So sing the song until you die. The skald's last verse is a battle
Держитесь левее.
winds blew loud. He stood up straight and faced the crowd. The first verse spoke of ice and fire, of every warrior's dark desire. The second verse spoke of broken shields and how a wounded never yields. The third verse spoke of Valhalla's hall and how the bravest have no fear at all. The fourth verse spoke of the raven's eye that watches every man who dies.
Съезд справа. Затем продолжайте движение прямо.
Their arches were just out of reach. I threw my axe at their command. It split the captain's golden hand. The third hour we burned their tents. They had no idea what the North intends. We stole their horses and their grain, and left them screaming in the rain.
Держитесь левее, затем поверните налево.
The fourth hour they sent a flag,
Поверните
a
налево.
white one tied to a dirty rag. I wiped my ass with it and laughed, then cut the messenger in
Держитесь
half.
левее, затем поверните налево.
The fifth hour the tide went out. The beach was empty of any doubt. We owned the land from cliff to cave and fed their bodies to the wave. Now the tide still runs with red. Every night when I'm in bed, I see the faces of the drowned and drink to the warriors who wear the crown. Each grave was a kingdom, each bone a throne. But the enemy came with shovels and picks. They dug up the dead and broke their sticks. The first ghost rose from the broken ground. He had no eyes, but he made a sound. You woke us up, now pay the price. The enemy ran, but froze in ice.
Хорошей работы.
The second ghost was my own granddad. He was the maddest man I ever had. He bit the priest and ate his book. The ravens came to take a look. The third ghost was a shield maiden tall. She killed 10 men against a wall. Her jaw was gone, but she still laughed. The enemy shot in half. He drank their wine and made a toast to all the thieves who stole our sleep. Will haunt your children's children deep. The fifth ghost was a little boy. He died without a single joy. He pulled the hearts out of the gods and stacked them up in broken shards. Now we fight beside the dead. Every enemy fills with dread. The bones of our fathers are on the move, and nothing can make them disapprove.
Будьте внимательней на дороге. Поверните направо.
She was a giant from the frozen hills. She taught me how to break their wills. The first swing crushed the mountain flat.
Затем поверните направо.
The second swing
Поверните
killed
направо.
a giant rat. The third swing opened up the ground. let's go, let's. The fifth voyage took us to the end. A cliff of time that we could bend. We sailed right off and fell for years, and landed in a sea of cheers. Now the longship rests upon the shore. She cannot sail anymore, but every night her ghost sets out, and all the enemies scream and shout.
Вычисление нового маршрута. Держитесь левее.
The witch came to me in a dream. She smelled of blood and tasted of scream. She gave me a sword that drank the sun. She said your war has just begun. The first man I killed with that sword, he was a Christian lord. His armor melted like candle wax. I carved my name into his back. The second man was twice my size. He had a bear's head and dead eyes. The sword cut through him like a thread. I wore his fur and bit his head. The third man was a woman tall. She laughed at me and watched me crawl. I threw the sword into her chest. She blessed me with her final breath. The fourth man was a king of snow. He had no face and no place to go. The sword made him remember his name, that set his frozen throne to flame. The fifth man was my own dark self. He stood in a mirror on a dusty shelf. I broke the glass and killed the light. The sword just laughed and drank the sky. Now every night the witch returns. She teaches me how a warrior burns. I'll die one day on some lost shore, and then I'll fight forevermore. The shield that never fell. I took a wound at Stamford Bridge, a broken spear below my ribs, but I held my shield up for 3 days. The sun just watched in a yellow haze. The first day brought 100 men. I killed them 1 to 10. My shield was splintered, cracked and thin, but I would not let my brothers in. The second day brought archers dark. They shot their arrows at my mark. I caught 3 shafts between my teeth and threw them back into their sheath. And we will kill them all by night. My brother sharpens both his swords. He speaks no prayer, he speaks no words. His eyes are grey like winter sea. He only asks for blood from me. The first class splits the muddy ground. I feel a tooth come loose and round. I spit it out and laugh aloud. I am the thunder, not the cloud. The second wave brings iron rain. I feel the shank
Держите себя.
My axe bites deep into a chest. The rain calls, I pass the test. The third wave breaks against our will. We push their bodies up the hill. Their captain slips on his own blood. I plant my boot and stop the flood. By noon the field is ours alone. I carve a rune into a stone. For every brother who has died tonight, we ride on glory's tide.
Зайти съезд справа. Съезд справа. Расчет нового маршрута.
The ravens call at dawn. The raven call before the sun. A battle that can't be undone. I strap my shield upon my back. The frost has turned the earth to black. The enemy camps across the field. Their banners show a cross and shield. But we have painted hammers bright, and we will kill them all by night. My brother sharpens both his swords. He speaks no prayer, he speaks no words. His eyes are grey like winter sea. He only asks for blood from me. The first clash splits the muddy ground. I feel a tooth come loose and round. I spit it out and laugh aloud. I am the thunder, not the clouds. The second wave brings iron rain. I feel the shankos, but not the pain. My axe bites deep into a chest. The raven calls, I pass the test. The third wave breaks against our will. We push their bodies up the hill. Their captain slips on his own blood. I plant my boot and stop the flood. By noon the field is ours alone. I carve a rune into a stone. For every brother who has died tonight, we ride on glory's tide.
Держите
breaking
слева.
on my
Затем
soul.
поверните
The
налево.
moon was thin, the wind was low. We had a score to settle
Поверните налево.
the snow. The first long ship sank beneath the wave. I watched my cousins dig a
Затем
grave,
поверните направо.
but water never
Поверните
stops the north. We pulled them out and carried forth. The second long ship hit a rock. We lost the horses and the flock, but men are harder than the stone. We left the wreck and walked alone. The third long ship had a broken mast. We tied it up and held it fast. The chieftain roared, pull like hell. We rode so hard the ocean fell. The fourth long ship caught a fire, a lightning strike from Thor's own ire. But Thor was testing warrior souls. We put it out with broken oars and bows. The fifth long ship reached the foreign shore. The enemy had never seen such poor and ragged men with frozen beards. We killed them all and burned their weird. Now every winter we return. The fjord is frozen, but we burn with rage so hot the ice will crack, and there is no turning back. The frozen fjord. The last of the Jaws. The last of the Jaws sat on his throne. The enemy had broken his home. His sons were dead, his wife was gone. But he sharpened his axe on a frozen bone. The first enemy came to the hall. A giant of a man, 10 feet tall. The Jarl stood up and cracked his back, then knocked the giant off his track.
Съезд справа.
The second enemy came with a torch. He tried to burn the Jarl's front porch. The Jarl threw a spear so hard and fast it pinned the man to a broken mast.
Северянин.
Said, I don't want your gold, I want your head before I move. The king laughed and drew his sword, but the jar was faster than any lord. He took the king's head in one clean stroke. The enemy army broke and choked. Of the jar sits alone. His throne is blood, his heart is stone. But every night he fights again, and every morning he wins in the end. Man I saw, I tore his arm. He screamed at me, but I felt no harm. I ate his nose and chewed his ear. The other men began to fear. The second man tried to run away. I caught him by the end of the day. I broke his back across my knee. He died like a bird that couldn't flee. The third man had a silver sword. He called on his cowardly lord. I took the sword and bent it in two, then stuck it through his eye and through. She tried to stab me in.
Dragged my bones from deep beneath the bark. I have walked where no living foot has tread. I have drunk from wells that only feed the dead. I have seen the wolf that swallows fathers whole. I have felt the serpent's venom in my soul. 9 worlds burning behind these hollow eyes. I speak what I have seen, and none survive. Do not ask me what I know. Do not ask me where the dark winds blow. I have seen the thread, I watched it snap. I have stood in inside Jinonga Gap. Spear storm, split the sky asunder. The bone hall breaks beneath the god of thunder. Raven feeders ride the railroad wide. Swords wet soaks the stone where brave men die. Tread the troll path, trample fear and falter. Lay your battle bones upon the blood-soaked altar. Wrath-wrought warriors wake the world with war. Death drinkers dare the dark and asked for I saw Gulveig burn and rise and burn again. I watched the Aesir forge their golden chain. I saw the mistletoe fly blind and straight. I heard Frigg weeping at the Hall of Fate. I saw the horn of Heimdall wrapped in roots. I heard the wolf maw crack beneath his boot. The stars went dark, the railroad turned to flame. And still Odin asked, and still I came. Do not ask me what I know. Do not ask me where the dark winds blow. I have seen the thread, I watched it snap. I have stood inside Jinonga Gap. Spear storm, split the sky asunder. The bone hall breaks beneath the god of thunder. Raven feeders ride the railroad wide. Sword sweat soaks the stone where brave men die. Tread the troll path, trample fear and falter. Lay your battle bones upon the blood-soaked altar. Wrath-wrought warriors wake the world with war. Death drinkers dare the dark and asked for I am the wound that will not close. I am the winter no spring knows. I am the eye that cannot weep. I am the secret Odin keeps. He gave me rings, I gave him ruin. He asked for truth, I gave him doom. Now I sink back to the wordless deep, back to the roots, back to sleep. Back to sleep. Spear storm, split the sky asunder. The bone hall breaks beneath the god of thunder. Raven feeders ride the railroad wide. gathered from Ginungaga. Gulveig was grasped, given to flame. Thrice they torched her, thrice she rose. Hated she haunted every hall and heath. Say they're spreading like shadow on snow. Heimdall's horn hides beneath the holy tree. Wounded weird, waiting for the war call. When Fenrir's fetters fracture and fall, the wolf maw widens, worlds begin to wither. Hugin hunts the hollow heavens, moon in moors, the men now fallen. Odin's eye sank deep and silent, bought with blood the bitter knowing. Rise from the roots, remember the runes where frost and fire were first entwined. The All-Father's eye in the ancient well sank for secrets no sun could hold. Railroad warriors wake and wonder, bearing the burden of battle and blood. We are the wrath-born woven from weird, sons of the storm and the sacred sky.
Держитесь правее.
Fenrir breaks free from fetters of iron. Jormungandr yolks the joints of Midgard. Surtur's sword sweeps seas into flame. The bone hole breaks, bright stars bleed. Thor treads 9 steps through the tainted tide. Vidar's hand vises the wolf's jaw shut. From darkness and dust, the dawn returns. Balder walks back through blossoming fields. Rise from the roots, remember the runes where frost and fire were first entwined. The All-Father's eye in the ancient well sank for secrets no sun could hold. Railroad warriors wake and wander, bearing the burden of battle and blood. We are the wrath-born woven from weird, sons of the storm and the sacred sky. From the mountain, sword in hand, with fire in his eyes and iron in his blood. The serpent lay beneath the ancient stone and breathed a darkness older than the gods. The earth grew still, the ravens held their breath, the sword was drawn. The boy stepped into shadow with open eyes. He walked toward his fate. He chose the dark to find what lay beyond. He drove the blade into the heart of night. The dragon fell, But gold has teeth and victory has a cost, and every name that shines will soon be lost. The light burns bright, the darkness always waits, and glory is the door to darker fates. Before the last breath came, it cursed the gold and whispered to the dark, the treasure you have won will be your grave. The light you carry makes you someone's slave. But Sigurd laughed and wiped the black blood clean. He did not know the things the dragon knew. What he could not yet see, the higher that you climb, the harder the fall. He drove the blade into the heart of night. The dragon fell, the world was filled with light. But gold has teeth and victory has a cost, and every name that shines will soon be lost. The light burns bright, the darkness always waits, and glory is the door to darker fates. The gold was warm beneath his hands, the curse was already in his veins. He stood in light and could not see the shadow rising through his bones. What kills a dragon does not kill a fate. The sword was clean, but the blood was not. He drove the blade into the heart of night. The dragon fell, the world was filled with light. But gold has teeth and victory has a cost, and every name that shines will soon be lost. The light burns bright, the darkness always waits, and glory is the door to darker fates. The dragon died, the curse lived on, and Sigurd walked into the door
Хороший запах.
that was already dusk.
Поверните направо. Держитесь правее, затем поверните направо. Поверните направо.
The night grows still, the shadow fire dies low. I trace the battle marks along my hands. The faces of the fallen call my name.
Поверните налево.
Frost wind carries ash and smoke. My blade is cold, the dark is breathing, a sharpened steel in silence nights I whisper names into the waiting frost. The gods have turned their eyes away. We stand before the breaking dawn. We carry all our fallen on. We are the storm before the light. We rise, we burn, we face the night. Calling us to war. The dark is deep, the dark is pressing. I have learned to hold my fear. I am not stone, I am not iron. The dawn will come, but not for all of us. We stand before the breaking dawn. We carry all our fallen on. We are the storm before the light. We rise, we burn, we face the night. We burn, we face the night. I am afraid, I have always been afraid, but fear is just the dark before the flame. I am the wound that chose to walk, and I will walk until the dawn. We stand before the breaking dawn. We carry all our fallen on. We are the storm before the light. We rise, we burn, we face the night. We burn, we face the night. The dawn is coming. The storm is us. The night was cold, my day was still. I knelt beside the frozen hill. The fire died, the shadows grew. No name to call, no path to follow through. Then eyes like embers found my face. So I stepped out of darkened space. He did not speak, he did not flee. He pressed his warmth against the grief in me. Run with me, watch in flames. Burn the cold, speak my name. We are more than flesh and bone. Wolf and woman, never alone. Run with me, the wild calls. We rise together, we never fall. my hair, he did not stake me, he set me free. The wolf did not tame me, he became me. Run with me through frost and flame, burn the coals, speak my name. We are more than flesh and bone, wolf and woman, never alone. Run with me, the wild calls. We rise together, we never fall. I pressed my hands against wood and stone. The roots held strong, remembering me. I left my name carved deep into the oak and walked toward the water, towards the sea. The shore grew small, the land grew thin. Something inside was calling into the wind. I did not leave because I had to go. I left because the sea had called my soul. You swallow names and spit out stars. They carry fire and ancient scars. The horizon holds what roots could not. We sail toward everything we sought. Beyond the edge, beyond the land, the heart will guide these iron hands. I heard my mother's voice inside the oak. The roots were pulling, begging me to stay. Something older, born out of the dark, had written my name on the face of the waves. The fire on the shore grew small and dim. The stars ahead were old and clear. I did not
Будьте внимательнее на дороге.
weep, I did not waver. The horizon took everything I was. You swallow names and spit out stars. They carry fire and ancient scars. The horizon holds what roots could not. We sail toward everything we sought. Beyond the edge, beyond the land, the heart will guide these iron hands. I am not lost, I am not home. I am somewhere between the root and the sky, between the name I was given and the name I will
направо. Приготовьтесь к повороту налево. Поверните налево.
He came from the edge of the winter cloud with a face that looked just like our own. He spoke of a kingdom in the frozen north, a traveler who had lost his path and home. We shared our fire and we shared our bread. He never spoke of the light inside the deep, where a silver shell lay broken in the ice, with a secret that the mountain had to keep. He was a shadow fleeing from a different sun, with a heavy burden and a life undone. He watched the stars with an ancient fear, as if he waited for a sound to hear. The stars are silent and the gates are closed. He is the seed that a different wind has sowed. The iron of this earth is cold and deep. He has the secrets that the mountains keep. He traded heavens for the wolf and the sea, to kill the man that he used to be. He taught the smiths how to wake the steel and how to follow paths that were not on the ground. He holds a fragment of the sky inside his hand, a piece of home that makes no human sound. He looks to the ravine when the night is clear, where the ice has swallowed everything he knew. The shifting light is turning into rust, while he learns to walk the way the human do. The ones who hunted him are far away, beyond the reach of every word we say. He was a ghost before he touched the snow, with nowhere left for an exile to go. The stars are silent and the gates are closed. He is the seed that a different wind has sowed. The iron of this earth is cold and deep. He has the secrets that the mountains keep. He traded heavens for the wolf and the sea, to kill the man that he used to be. He is no god, he is just a man who escaped a cage to find a bigger one made of ice and age. He calls us brothers and we call him friend, but he is waiting for a world to end. His children will be of the earth and the rain, but the stars will always be in his veins. The stars are silent and the gates are closed. He is the seed that a different wind has sowed. The iron of this earth is cold and deep. He has the secrets that the mountains keep. He traded heavens for the wolf and the sea, to kill the man that he used to be. The ship is buried, the sky is wide, and he has nowhere left to hide. I have read the fates before they're pinned. I know the threat before the hand is raised. I know the ash before the
Держитесь
village
правее.
blazed.
Затем съезд справа.
I know the wound before the blade is drawn.
Съезд справа.
I hold the weight of what has not yet shown. I
Поверните
know
налево.
the wind price must be paid alone. The runes rose up from the deep below, from the place where even gods cannot go. He reached into the dark and pulled them out, and the world's spine shook with what he found. The thought thief paid the high price long ago, but knowledge has a root that never lets you go. What did he see in those 9 nights? No saga tells it whole. The ravens know, the roots remember, but the words have never left his mouth. Some things are bought and never shared. The price was paid, the dark remained. The runes rose up from the deep below, from the place where even gods cannot go. He reached into the dark and pulled them out, and the world's spine shook with what he found. The thought he paid the high price long ago, but knowledge has a root that never lets you go. Cold and hungry God, I stood on shore and watched the water close. I called your name, but you were stone and salt. The gods were fed and I was left with bones. I raised my blade against the open sky. I cursed the waves, I cursed the gods on high. But the sea does not answer, and the sky does not bleed. Take me to or give him back. Fill this hollow, heal this crack. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out. I am nothing but a mouth that shouts into the wind, into the wave, into the dark, beyond the grave. His name carved in the morning frost. The wind remembers what the water took. I press my hands against the frozen ground and feel the earth still holding what it could. The shore is cold, the shore is keeping every stone he ever touched. The sea took fire, left me ashes, and the ashes know too much. that shouts into the wind, into the wave, into the dark beyond the grave. I have cursed the sea for years, I have fed these shores my tears, but the water does not hate, it only takes what it is given, and he was given willingly to the deep, to the dark, to the driven. He did not drown, he sailed beyond my sight, and the sea that took my everything also carries him tonight. I won't ask to have him back, I will carry what I lack. The tide rolls in, the tide rolls out, I am learning not to shout into the wind, into the wave. He is free beyond the grave. The sea is not my enemy, the sea is just the road he took, and somewhere past the edge of sight, he is still sailing, still sailing, still sailing.
Двигайтесь прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Держитесь левее, затем поверните налево. Поверните налево. Двигайтесь прямо. Держитесь правее, затем поверните направо. Поверните направо. повороту направо. Поверните направо. Двигайтесь прямо. Приготовьтесь к повороту направо. Поверните направо. Успешно прибыли. Хорошего пути. Приготовьтесь к повороту налево. Поверните налево. Держитесь левее, затем поверните налево. Поверните налево. Все готово. Приятной поездки. Приятной поездки. Приготовьтесь к повороту налево. Поверните налево. Держитесь правее. Затем поверните направо. Поверните направо. Держитесь левее, затем съезд слева. Съезд слева. Держитесь правее, затем съезд справа. Съезд справа. Приготовьтесь к повороту налево. Поверните налево. Держитесь правее. Двигайтесь прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Держитесь правее, затем продолжайте движение прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Держитесь правее. Держитесь правее, затем продолжайте движение прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Держитесь правее, затем продолжайте движение прямо. Двигайтесь прямо. Держитесь левее, затем поверните налево. Поверните налево. Приготовьтесь к повороту налево.